Back here for the second half of this game, the second game of Division I between the Nashville Kangaroos and the Houston Lonestars. The Stars up by 8 points. Umpire Lori Roos sends the ball to the heavens. The good word sends that back to earth, and we're underway. Mo Howell has the ball for Nashville. Plays that one out to the far side. Picked up and running with it there is Heron, and Heron will send that one in deep. And there is Dunn, and Dunn, oh, that one kept it short. It gave Topher an opportunity. Was it touched? No, it wasn't. It's a goal to Eric Topher, his second. And perhaps, I think that might have been Ten Buren, who probably just should have let that go for a behind, but it gave Topher an opportunity.
Shake it up. Come on.
And it's back to a 2-point game. 2-2-14 for Nashville. Houston, 2-4-16.
Wake up, boys!
Although actually we're looking over there, and I believe it's now 16-15 is the score. That's what's on the scoreboard. We had it at 1 point difference, but that's what we have now is 16-15. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Freeman pulls in there like a bat out of hell. And the ball will get tied in there. We'll have a ball up. Ball goes into the air, slapped away, handballed out. Freeman knocked off by Meyer. Harris in there. Harris was pushed in the back, and it'll be a free kick to Dave Harris, otherwise known as Frosty. Been around this team a long time. Will play for the Revolution this summer. Later this month out in Ireland. The ball skips away. Over to pick that one up is Thornton, or trying that, that's Drefke. Drefke stayed with it. There's Thornton. Thornton went diving after the footy. Minmeyer couldn't get to it. Ball goes to ground again. Carcamo. Howell from his knees. Finds Kifke. Goes in the middle. Mark defensively didn't go 15, however. So Jamnik's got to get rid of it, but he turned it over. Long kick inside, bounces in front, picked up on the run by Thornton. Thornton's going to stroll in and put the Kangaroos on top. 2 in a row for Nashville. They have come out of here like a bat out of hell. 3-3-21. It's a 5-point lead over Houston, 2-4-16.
Joel! Right run, Joel!
Ball goes into the air. We're underway. Nashville up by 5. Freeman got it out of the ruck. Here come the Kangaroos again. Picked up by Monday. Monday, the kick on the way. Sails left. Great job of spoiling there, and Hurt. And just slowly getting up is Topher. It'll be a boundary throw in about 10 meters around. Topher has 2. Thornton has 1. And Donnelly and Carcamo have the goals for the Lone Stars. Ball comes back in the play. And then that one thrown on to the right. It will sail, and that may have gone out on the full. In fact, I believe it has, as Kleinhens was over. But in fact, it has gone out of bounds, and I believe they're calling for out on the full, but the boundary umpire has gathered the footy. So it will be a boundary throw, and it will come about 5 meters around. And the umpire says, back Jack, do it again, because he's a Steely Dan fan, and we're going to do that one more time. Although I prefer reeling in the ears, but that's just my opinion. Ball comes spinning back in the play. One-on-one contest. Knocked down there by Von Hammerstein. That's Von Hammerstein. And the ball goes to ground. Nashville will send that back again, and again it's out on the full. Well, I've seen better aim in a men's bathroom, but we'll have a free kick. It'll come from the back pocket. Not that I've been, paying attention to that sort of thing. But anyway, Houston will have it through Carcamo. Carcamo comes out to the near side.
This is your Mitch.
Mark.
Now.
And now they'll swing it nicely. And dropped what he should have taken by Pedler. Pedler's got some room. Powell's going to try and run them down, but Pedler gets it away over the head of Whitehead. Whitehead will try to go in, but Nashville is able to corral it into the middle of the ground. There is
right there, right in front of you,
Meyer
right there.
trying to get it away again. And the umpire calls as the ball is cryogenically frozen in there, just like Walt Disney, and we'll have a ball up. Ball goes into the air. Slapped down again, this time by Jamie Cole. Picked up by Coppola. Coppola goes in the middle of the ground. Kicking that one on there was Lavis. Long kick, knocked down.
Let's go.
Dunn diving after the footy. Long handballs it back. Trying to find Plaisance. Plaisance. Oh, it could have been high. Oh, but it's holding the ball. That was very, very close, but a great job there by Logan Monday, who does his best work on Saturday, and it'll be a free kick. Nashville still leads 21-16, and that one is marked in front by Freeman. Long handball. Here comes another goal. Freeman found Thornton, who found his second, and Nashville starts to kick away. That takes them on to 4-3-27. It's now an 11-point lead over Houston, 2-4-16.
What's the number? 11, you just went off though. Talk to Sean, talk to Nick. Number 11, far side, Steve, far side.
Steve Johnson coming back in the play. Catherine Ryan also is a significant other who we'll see playing a little bit later on for the Texas Heat. Both from Newfoundland, Canada, where the St. John Puffins play. Resplendent in their green and white and pink jumpers. One of my favorites. So ball goes back in the air. We're underway again as Carcamo tries to go forward. And holding the ball, maybe. Nope. Umpire crosses his arms like the Monsignor of the First Church of Australian football. And we'll have a ball up. Goes in the air, comes down, knocked forward. That is Freeman and Carcamo, the two number 10s, doing as Camarena tried to kick that right into the defender. And then that one skips by the man in Ortiz. And then thrown to the ground. And we'll have a ball up. It'll come directly across from us. Brian Bowers with you here at the Nashville Metro Soccer Complex alongside Sam on camera. And Jeffrey Person is there, going with kind of an Uncle Rico hairstyle, but we like it. Ball gets knocked down, and that one skitters through. Oh, big tackle in there on Ortiz. And it'll be a free kick. It will go the way of Ortiz because he didn't have the footy cleanly. So free kick. He sends that one in the Thornton direction, but he overcooked it just like my other aunt, Aunt Nessa, did with her dinners. Just kidding. She's a good cook. Out to the near side. And that is Dave Bryant, who'll go in short, and it's marked again. As the 5:15 to the airborne 5:15 to Craigie Burn takes off in the background. And we have a man down for Nashville. Just taking a look to see who it is. But we have a stoppage of play here. Again, checking the scores. Nashville 4-3-21, Houston 2-4-16. I'm sorry, 4-3-27. It's an 11-point difference. Nashville, founded in 1998, this is their 21st season. The ball comes spinning back in the play as we're underway again, and again Ortiz was taken down, this time by Kleinheads. And the ball comes out. And here they come the other way, come the Lonestars. Trying to get something going, but that didn't last too long. Harris picked it up, handballs across. Big tackle in there on Hipsman. Over the top, they always took it. Mark. Probably going to play off. Tackle was kicked. Marks. Again, going back there, it looks like Hirsch.
Winkle.
Oh, it's William Winkle, thank you. This is what happens when they put silver numbers on a white jumper.
Agree.
So here is Winkle. Winkle, big right foot. It's a line drive of a ball. Is it there? No, it's slapped through, but didn't get over the line. No, it's in play. A back heel. That's a goal! Straight me, Pink. What a goal. A goal there by number 8, who I don't have here.
Shane.
Howard. Thank you. Shane Howard with a great goal, little back heel if you don't mind. He thought he was Harry Kane. Getting a little inspiration from Russia. 3-4-22 for the Lone Stars. Back to a 5-point game. Nashville up 4-3-27. Well, now they've adjusted it. So 27 plays 22, and oh well, we got a little brouhaha here in the back. A little bit of push and shove. Take that outside, boys. And they're trying to pull. They're just trying to pull stuff off, and we have a yellow card that's been assessed. And actually 2, and I believe Carcamo is one of them. I didn't see who the Nashville player got it for. But for those who might not be aware, in the USAFL, we have yellow and red cards. So we have Carcamo, it looks like, who is sent off. At least that's what I thought it was. It might not have been, but we have 2 players sent off. So, and we'll have a free kick. We're just trying to check and see what happened. We saw the yellow card come out, which meant that both players will have to sit for 15 minutes, which at this point is the rest of the game. The manpower on the field won't change, but in any event, here comes Bryant, who kicks that one on to the left, and it's slapped away by Harris with a great defensive play, but it comes to Donnelly with a swing and a miss. It drops out front. Who wanted the football? It's picked up, a kick for goal! It's there! William Winkle with a goal! And Houston is on top. The Lone Stars go to 4-4. 28. Nashville 4-3-27 to 1-3. You have it wrong. One of us has it wrong. I think they actually may have checked that, so it is back to 2 points. So it's 28-26. All sorts of confusion reigning, but the Lone Stars have a 1-point lead. Big tackle by Freeman. He's going to get paid. The intensity is hit up, and so is the hitting here. They'll kick that one in quickly. That one is sent for goal, and that one's off to the side. It stays in play, and it's gone through 4 behind. Actually, no, it's gone out of bounds. It will stay. It'll be a boundary throw-in.
Get in there, mate. Clog it up.
So boundary throw-in, the Kangaroos trailing 28-26 here.
Sammy, push up down here.
Well, we're trying to figure it out whether they're up by 2 or they're up by 1. Of course, the goal umpires have the final say.
A bit further up and closer, mate. Might use this option out here.
So the ball will come back into play. Stayed with that on the far side. Kept the ball in play. Bombs it out to the near side. It'll stay in play. And we have a free kick downfield. And I believe it's going to be given against Davis. Oh no, they're going to say the ball went out of bounds. That's what that is. So the ball did in fact go out of bounds as they tried to keep it in on the near side but couldn't. So the boundary throw-in will occur. Houston, for now, we think lead by 2 points. This is Freeman, who turned the ball over. Here comes Houston. This is going to come. Oh, and it's in. Oh, no, holding the man is what it was. The ball stayed in. In fact, it was holding the man, and it was given downfield. It was given away to Donnelly, who has a goal. Here's a long kick, and up off the top, it goes to ground. Staying with it is Harris. Coming off the man there was Michael, who not going to get it. The ball is walked in there, walked away like my secrets and ball. The ball up. 28-26, Houston the lead. They're on the front foot here in the second half. Ball goes to ground. Nashville tries to get it out. That one went about 5 meters. It rolls across like a watermelon, glistening in the Tennessee sun. It's picked up, and then dropping the footy there was Cole, and it will be a free kick. No, it'll go to Cole. So Cole will go back. Sends the kick, again off the side of the boot. And it's marked nicely. And finding room there was the man.
Glenn's got 2! Glenn has 2!
And again, it was Donnelly. So Donnelly, who had a goal earlier in the first half, this to extend the lead. The kick will come from about 40 meters, from about 35 meters out. The kick is on the way. It drifts right. It stays right. It's through 4 behind.
Stand up! Stand up!
4-5-29 for Houston. 4-2-26 for Nashville. It's a 3-point lead. Out to the near side, it bounces away. Bryant had to handcuff himself. Sent that one in. Kicked off. Running that one in is Monahan. Monahan! Oh! Pull it down. It's there! No, that was close. That was tighter than a new pair of shoes. But Houston gets their 5th, and Monahan becomes the 5th goal scorer. 5-5-35 for the Lone Stars. It's a 9-point lead now. Nashville 4-2-26. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a tug of war, and you saw the scuffle that happened a little bit earlier that led to the 2 yellow cards.
2 minutes.
And we're hearing 2 minutes. Of course, that's very, very unofficial. Ref, he couldn't handle the football. Ball goes to ground. Stayed that one out. There's a kick. And it's marked defensively by Kleinhens. So Mickey Kleinhens goes that one out on the right side. And drops down. And tried to go forward. Kleinhens in there against Hipschman. Hipschman won the footy but turned it over. And now they got to get it out of there somehow, some way. Hugs the boundary line, marked nicely. And that is Andrew Craig. So Craig up on that far side, his team leading by 9 points.
Find him in! Find him, make a wall!
That one is kicked in. It is marked nicely. So this, I believe, is Howard. The kick is up in the air. Spoiled, it goes to ground. And then here comes Nashville. They got to go. They do so through Camarena. The kick comes backwards, however. And it's marked. The kick is up. It's dropped in short. They try to paddle that one on, sending that one towards goal and into an open goal square. It's going to skip across, and it's through, and it'll be a boundary throw-in. So a very advantageous situation for the Lone Stars. Will be perfectly okay with this as time ticks down here in the second half. Again, they lead 35-26. Ball comes spinning back in the play once again. Knocked down. and kept in by Freeman. Stayed in play, no one out of bounds as Van Buren was there. Cannot be much time left. That'll do it. Final siren, full time at the football, and the Houston Lonestars begin their afternoon with a win as they defeat the Nashville Kangaroos. The final score, Houston 5-5-35 to Nashville 4-2-26. Goal scorers very quickly for Houston. Carcamo, Donnelly, Monahan, Weichel, and Howard. For Nashville, 2 for Thornton, 2 for Topfer. So Nashville 0-2. They'll play for 5th place later this afternoon. The Lone Stars will play against Dallas later on in what will essentially be a preliminary final, the winner going to the grand final. That'll do it for now. Remember to check us out, usafl.com, facebook.com/USAFL, Twitter and Instagram at USAFL1997, and here on YouTube USAFL1997. That's it for another game for the Central Regionals here in Nashville. For Sam on camera, I'm Brian Barish saying goodbye for now.
Doodle.